Hey guys, and welcome back to another C# tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to go through for loops. What is a for loop? A for loop is when you know exactly how many times you want to go through a block of code. So that's all you need to know for a for loop, and let's get on to Visual Studio to demonstrate this example. So right here we're on Visual Studio right now, and I got an example right here. So this is what we're going to be writing. I just showed you right there, but I'm just gonna go through step by step on how the for loop will work. So right here, first we're gonna write for, so which is obviously going to be a for loop, and then right here we're gonna set a variable. So this is something where it's gonna start out when the program runs. So we could so right here we're gonna put int, so an integer, so it's going to be an integer variable. Then we, in a for loop, we usually use I, so yeah, so we could use I equals to 0. So right here, right here, an integer I equals 0, so we put an int because obviously the 0 is an integer, it's a whole number. So this is what we're gonna set as. Here's our variable right here. So this number 0 is where it's gonna start when the program runs. And then right here we're gonna define a condition. So right here we're gonna write I, and we could do less than, so which is this symbol right here. So I, which is less than 10. So right here, so when I is less than 10, the program will stop, and it's going to increase in value because it's going to start at 0 and it's going to go up to 10. So yeah, so I++ just usually means it's going to go up by 1. So right here we're just going to simply just write console.writeLine I. So that's all we have to put, so that's simple. So what is going to output is going to output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right here, so it's only going to print up to 9. So if we run it, I'm just going to wait, and then right here, yeah, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the reason why it doesn't stop at 10, because we don't write less than or equal. So if we're going to do or equal, it will actually stop at 10. So let's run it again, and then yeah, let's run it again. I see and press something. So right here, so it actually shows the 10 right here. So yeah, so that's what a for loop is. So that's how many times it shows it. So we could actually decrease it. So first we're gonna put a minus here, because obviously we're showing that it's gonna decrease by 1. Then we're gonna put a 10 here and put a 0 here. 0 equals 0, because right here it's going to start at 10 and then it's going to go all the way down to 0. It only decreases. It obviously can't increase from 10 to 0. It just doesn't work. So if we're going to press F5, and we also have to put I is greater than 0. So right here it decreases to 10, 9, 8, 0, 2, 1 right there. So yeah, so that's everything about for loops, and let's get on to the C# questions. So here are the C# questions. So number 1, what is the for loop? And number 2, what is the first statement we put into the for loop? And number 3, write an example of a for loop. So these are really simple questions, and this is all we've done so far in this tutorial. So the bold parts are just what is the main parts of the question, and it will help you. So make sure to pause the video and answer the question. So hopefully you've answered all those questions, and let's get on to the answers right here. So a for loop is when you know exactly how many times you want to go through a block of code. So that was number 1. Number 2, the first statement we put into the for loop as an assigned variable we put before the loop starts. So yeah, that's obviously what I mentioned before. That's the number where it's going to start out when the program runs. And number 3, that's an example. So you could just technically write anything as long as there's a 4 int variable equals whatever number. So along the line of these, it could be a decrease instead of the plus plus. And then yeah, so that's mainly what the for loop is about. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like for more tutorials like these in the future. Thanks for watching.